Well, there it is. Hey, this is Witty here. I'm just going to be doing a quick video to try and analyze how the whole system works in terms of points and matchmaking rating, like the hidden EOL bit that you can't actually see where your points actually are. Now, I just recently played H-Loz, who is a 2,347 player. He has 2,347 points when I met him. I have 1,720 when this game commenced, and this was played today. Just trying to work this out, really. I mean, this is more for my own personal benefit, but I mean, if you want to carry on and watch, then feel free to. Just gonna have a little look at the stats and such, and just get my head around how the system is working and roughly how you can work out where you are on the ladder. So we look at this game, we look at H-Loz. So you can see he's 2,000, yeah. So he's go to his match history. Now, before, like, I thought that you can only play people that are much higher points than you if they're on like a loss spree. But if we look, this game was actually here, Metalopolis, Witty, there. So we go back. He actually had a hell of a lot more wins than he had losses. So I'm not sure what to make of that. I'm not sure if that's currently the right way to look at it. So another way to look at this is simply to go back to the match history and just look at the recent games up until that point and see. Remember, I got 1720 points, so we're just going to have a look at some of these games and see if any of these players also have 1720 points. So he's 1900. I wish I could do this quicker, but I can't, to be honest. Selnaga Caverns, go to this one. 2,100. So let's just try and do an average on this. So now we're up to an average of 2,000 between those two players. This is who H-Loz is facing. So 2,000. I think he played him again by the looks of it, and we know that he's 2,000. Yeah. So we can now put it up to 2,050. The system. Should be the fourth one now. Again? You played him 3 times in a row. Blimey. Just say 2,050 again. Right. There we go. Here's a new one. Now let's see this guy. 2,165. So now we can notch it up to 2,100. Let's see who he lost against. First is B, who is a 2,166 player. So let's knock it up to 2,120 points. And Blistering Sands, B once again. So we can just say 2,130 points now. You know, we're keeping it roughly average. And then he faces me. So by the time he's faced me, so remember, all these people are between 1,900 and 2,160 something. So you could average it off as about 2,000-ish, 2,100 is what he's been playing against. And then you go and look at mine. I've gone the wrong way about this, haven't I? 1,740. So what does that tell us? I'm still trying to navigate through all of this. It's quite a nightmare. I'm sure you all feel the same way. It would be a lot easier if you just have match history no matter what. So let's just go look at some of these future games after the game he played with me, just to see if he came across any other 1,700 players. So IP Mangas. 1882. That's not quite 1720, but it's a bit closer at least. And the next one, Blistering Sands, this guy's got to be quite low as well, I imagine. 1793. So why was it after those games, which majority of the games he won against 2,100, 2,000 players on average, just say 2,000, he suddenly drops down to playing against a 1720 player, an 1890 player, or something like that, and a 1800 player, which you could then say on the average is 1800. So for some reason the system started putting him against people 200 points lower than what he was facing on average, even though he won the majority of his games. So this is what I'm kind of trying to get my head around. Now, either those 3 people who you saw, like the latest ones, myself included, so we're all around 1700 to close to 1900, I've actually got like a matchmaking rating of about 2100, and the people who have the points of about 2100 still have their matchmaking rating around that point. So what I get from this logically is that the system thinks I'm on average a 2000 point player to 2100. That's my analysis of this. But because we can't see the matchmaking rating system, we can't truly ever know how good we are, or what real points we should be obtaining. So yeah, I mean, I don't think anything was really answered here, but at least I had a little look at it, and let me know what you think if you actually bothered to watch this. So thank you very much for watching, if you did. Bye bye.